28 states, 752 districts, 5,650 talukas, and a staggering 38,000 journalists. This is what the organization Voice of Media has achieved in barely 3 years of existence. Just by looking at the sheer number of working journalists involved with Voice of Media and its reach across the length and breadth of the country, it could be safely said that today, Voice of Media is the leading forum for the journalists in the country. In a land of 1.4 billion people, an estimated 170,000 people are journalists. With some 360 associations for journalists in existence, with some even dating back to over 50 years, Voice of Media's 3-year stint has changed the very fundamentals of such associations meant for the journalists. With its numbers, reach, and contributions made in this period, one would be amazed to know how exceptional this organization is. Sandeep Kale is highly motivated and uniquely gifted journalist and author. Founded Voice of Media and garnered the participation of the likes of Chandramohan Pupala, Mandar Phanse, Sanjay Avade, Dharmender Zore, and many such who's who of journalism in India to make Kale take Voice of Media to greater heights.
इन 4 सवलती आहेत त्या पण बंद करायची भूमिका या सगळ्यांनी घेतलेली आहे. पत्रकारांना रेल्वेतून मिळणारं रिझर्वेशन 50% कॅन्सल केलं. मी दानवे साहेबाला जाऊन भेटलो, मी रेल्वेच्या सचिवाला जाऊन भेटलो, केंद्रामध्ये राज्यामध्ये सगळीकडे कोणी दाद देईना. आता सगळ्यांना कोर्टामध्ये खेचले व्हॉइस ऑफ मीडियाने सगळ्यांना.
The primary task taken up by Voice of Media is to look into and resolve the most pertinent and persisting issues plaguing the journalists like housing, health, education of the children, learning new techniques and technology, and social responsibility. In fact, their efforts have gathered momentum in almost all the states, with special cell being open to resolve the issues. Today, they're working round the clock to bring an end to all the concerns related especially to health of the journalists and the education of the children of the journalists. In the last 2 years, 28,000 journalists were brought under insurance cover worth of 10 lakh rupees each. Children of 65,000 journalists got assistance to advance their education, while necessary support was provided to 4,000 journalists who didn't have any possible government assistance. Even arrangements were made to ensure suitable medical treatment for around 13,000 journalists suffering from various serious ailments. In fact, in Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, etc., Voice of Media could help the state governments resolve such long-standing issues which were plaguing the journalists of the state mentioned. In fact, 160 such issues could be resolved that couldn't find a way before. To secure a future for the journalists, it has been decided to make arrangements to create a fund of 200 crores of rupees every year and establish a Journalists Financial Development Corporation in every state, whose primary goal would be to help the journalists be encouraged to embrace free enterprise. It has been placed to create 100 residential houses in every district for the working journalists at the most nominal rate. Also, Voice of Media is looking forward to start 3 new courses related to journalism in the technical universities. India Book of Records has already recognized Voice of Media as an organization having the highest number of working journalists as its members, while the Guinness Book of World Records has recognized Voice of Media as the front-runner organization for the journalists in the country. Today, Voice of Media has 38,000 working journalists as its members. In the next 3 years, this number would increase to over 1.5 lakh working journalists. Today, after garnering success and admiration, Voice of Media is striding towards making the forum an international platform. In the next 4 years, Voice of Media is sure to make its presence felt in every corner of the world. So come, my dear journalist friends, come strengthen Voice of Media's efforts to make you stronger. Join Voice of Media. Join the revolution to propagate and implement the fundamental values across the world based on which Voice of Media stands today. Let every single journalist, wherever he or she is in this world, have only one call. Let us fight for Voice of Media. Let us fight for the rights of all the journalists around the world.